After I got my master's degree, my advisor asked me, when I was at a university, asked me if I wanted to go on for a PhD. I said, well, I don't know what I would write. You know, it's 100 pages. He said, oh, no, actually it's 50 pages. Because he got his PhD from Yale or Harvard or something like that. He says, yeah, it's 50 pages. And I wrote about Ben Franklin. Oh, okay. Oh, the Civil War of Ben Franklin? Oh, no, the Revolutionary War. Oh, okay. What did you write it about? I wrote 50 pages. What was the subject matter? Ben Franklin. Okay. What? I don't know what to write about. He still gives out PhDs. You write about Ben Franklin, and he will give you a PhD. Well, I don't understand. I said to my, what do you mean? 50 $100 bills. Ben Franklin being on the $100 bills. That's what it would cost you. You mean I get a PhD from Harvard? Oh yeah, you can have any science degrees, arts degrees, be a lawyer if you want to. It will cost you still $5,000. I had to think about that. PhD in something. I mean, I get a PhD in psychology. I could be a psychiatrist. Yeah, well, that's what psychiatrists do. They depending on it, you basically can pay somebody $5,000 for a PhD. Wow, it almost sounds like when I was going to Columbia. Teachers were getting their degrees because basically they got a certificate saying they graduated from the college, but they owed the college money, but somebody else signed their college degree by forging Alexandra's signature and saying, well, yeah, you graduated, here's your thing, your bachelor's or your bachelor's degree. There's a lot of teachers running around with bachelor's degree that they never really earned. But who's to check? The old saying, who's to check? So I could have got a PhD from Harvard for $5,000. Except for I would have to explain how in the world I got to going to Harvard at one. Well, I'm going to college over here, working here, and didn't have correspondence courses in that day. It was very tempting, except for a couple of things. One, I could never explain how I got two places at the same time, and two, I didn't have $5,000. Would I have taken advantage of it if I had $5,000? No. That's the problem. Why? Because too many people know me. They know what the degrees I had and what things like that, and too many people in the trade business knows exactly, and they would never, if I said, I got a PhD in chemistry or a PhD in physics or something like that. The reality, no, that's that thing. And also I have to, the problem is being honest. And well, yeah, well, I could have a PhD in something that I know nothing about, which is a lot of things I could have a PhD in knowing nothing about. So everybody with a doctorate degree, you kind of like ask the question, really? What was your thesis on? I did ask at a meeting a few months ago. I asked her what her dissertation was. Thesis would be a master's degree. A dissertation would be a doctor's degree. So I basically, I don't have a I don't have a PhD. She said, no. I thought you were doctoral student, postgraduate, doctoral student. Oh, okay. That's, give the benefits out for her. Well, I'm an old man, and I figure all the women I meet are going for their PhD in something. But yeah, so I meet doctors and people who have these degrees, and you always question in the mind to say, I wonder if, well, yeah, a lot of people I meet do have degrees in their field. They do have the degrees from Purdue or Harvard or Yale or that thing, Never ask. I was going to ask about, I don't remember the guy who was giving out PhDs there. But hey, it doesn't make any difference. That was 50 years ago.